Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another one on this year Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up all the Mystelics fans for jumping by. Say Mystelics were in the building. You didn't have to, but you chose, so I appreciate that. 150% and then some by dear brothers and sisters. So of course, big up all yourself one time. And of course, the newcomers are there. Big up all yourself for tuning to see what's up, what's going on. Brothers and sisters, of course, I'm your boy Mystelics. And I react to videos pretty much pertaining to that of the Caribbean people, linking back to Dominica and then extending to the international community where it sees feet right there, brothers and sisters. So definitely, if you want to become a part of the Mystelics family, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get the latest vibrations when they do definitely tend to come through, which of course most likely is every day from Monday to Friday, and then sometimes on Saturday, and then I tend to do reaction or live interaction reaction on BrBpTV. So tune in for that on Sunday right there around 7:38 around that time, brothers and sisters. When I pop up, be ready. So of course definitely tune in for that vibrations right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, don't forget to click the like button, click the thumbs up button to help push these videos further and further, and of course your interaction with this video. These are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below right there. I would appreciate that. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we had a situation taking place somewhere in Funkole. What is this, brothers and sisters? This is the garbage truck. Now, brothers and sisters, correct me if I'm not sure how much garbage trucks we have in Dominica, but when we see one, we are grateful. Imagine I saw a garbage truck, which most likely was this same garbage truck that I saw. And I say, hey, but Dominica have garbage trucks, man. What? I remember back in the day, we had plenty garbage trucks, but today, when you see garbage truck, you have to be happy. But apparently, the people driving the garbage truck, not happy at all. So they decide to drive it into the sea. Seeing Funkole, brothers and sisters. And as you can see right there, bow. This is not AI technology. This is in the sea. The garbage truck throw itself in the sea. Boy, that is truly something right there, brothers and sisters. So we have to be mindful of that. And of course, most likely garbage won't be picked up, I guess, until this thing has been rectified. Right there, we already have a problem with garbage. Actually, I had an interview or podcast, brothers and sisters. Tune in next Sunday for that one right there with the Green Lady, brothers and sisters, talking about the sentiment of the garbage collection and what it means when it comes down to natural habitat, brothers and sisters. I think it's very important that we tune into that one next Sunday in that regard right there. So, of course, the individuals apparently don't really care about this stuff. They probably fell asleep. Hard-working fellas, you know, bright and creamy.
News on the scene, right?
Bright and creamy.
Garbage truck going for swim.
For swim. The truck can swim.
Fellas parking anywhere nowadays.
It's just true. Anywhere nowadays, brothers and sisters. So this truck decides in the sea it want to vive. It's hot. In the night time, you know, but hot. Anyways, winter over. So I guess it's springtime. You can go this. Be careful out there, brothers and sisters. From my understanding, nobody was hurt as a result of that. In fact, brothers and sisters, there was another accident early this morning. Actually, I have it on Mystelics vlogs. I'll post that link in the first comment in the comment box below so you guys can check it out right there. Brothers and sisters, all I hear is whoop. Then I hear gloop. I said, frightened. I checked him, what kind of dream is that? I said, but to me, I wasn't dreaming anything. That's how I come on the road and bow. Lo and behold, a truck turn over, and those people survive. Gasa, hey, tune into that, brothers and sisters. I'll post a link in the first comment in the comment box below so you can check it out right there. Anyways, talking about the sea, brothers and sisters, I saw this video a while back, and apparently these are some tourists trying to be adventurous. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on this one. Of course, I can zoom in. I technology that day, you know. This is technology, of course. We have technology. Let me make sure this thing renders out. Yes, we are the M4, so it's rendering already. So you're seeing one person there in the middle, brothers and sisters, and you're thinking, okay, that person's about to jump. Do some cliff jumping. That's something that's normal in Dominica. The person drop a stone. But then on the side of this, you're seeing somebody climbing up. You're seeing somebody thinking that, well, apparently they're climbing up that well because apparently they tumble over, brothers and sisters. They're tumbling over on this side there. This is another tourist. I mean, one thing is to follow people you've seen. You never know the level of expertise certain individuals have. The person in front there have a level of expertise of climbing. You decide you want to do it too because you see the person doing it. And then you're climbing up the mountain and you don't fall down below there. Gasa. Hey, let me blur that part. Let's go. I had to blur that part, brothers and sisters, because you don't want you to have me untidy. Anyways, let me make that thing a bit clearer for you guys to see right there. So the person fall along on the rock. And that person is still there. They're about to jump. Alright, the person jump. Nice cliff jumping. But when you cliff jumping, it's not on the rock. Okay, you can see the person foot. There, the person is okay. Thank God for that. But the person do the wrong side of cliff jumping. You're supposed to jump in the sea, not on the rocks below, okay? So I just had to point this out for tourists out there who might not know what to do. Don't jump on the rocks. Jump in the sea. And if you cannot climb, if climbing is not your thing, stay in your lane. You know, stay in your lane. Don't go somewhere else and cause yourself ruckus. Okay, brothers and sisters, so I just had to point this out right there. But anyways, brothers and sisters, apparently, on the situations that seems to be taking place in Dominica, police seems to be under some certain stress. And as a result of being under certain stress, you know, this is what I'm guessing what happened.
Officer, how you can be under the influence in uniform?
The man stressed out.
How you can be under...
They're stressing them out in the police station, brothers and sisters. Some of the police officers don't want to do what they ordering them to do because they know it's not right. So sometimes you have to go and just take the alky.
Influence in uniform.
I'm not advocating taking the alky and busting your brain cells, but come on.
No, Rose, why going?
I'm guessing this is a female bus driver who's videotaping this. But for that checking, boy, fed up on the system.
It's not on your shoulder. Your uniform looking this shit.
No, you see me.
She asking for his bad number.
Only but I have to buy a uniform, officer?
The party in power. Yeah, apparently they don't fit that one properly, you know. It's looking like it a little longer. There, that's probably why he vexed. He mad at his vex. About the situation.
I keep playing. Don't forget, I am making a note. A mental note.
Making a mental note.
I remember.
But you can remember your badge number.
Oh, he coming to come after you. He say making a mental note. So he'll come after all in a
You can
while.
remember the number plate.
The number plate and the number. I warn him. That's a key person. You can't be.
So he coming for you.
Officer, I understand why you don't have a firearm.
Because you're unstable.
I wouldn't entrust that to you either.
But there's a lot of individuals that might not be intoxicated. That just, they're normal, they're sane. But they should not have no sort of... That's probably why the officer that was flinging his stone didn't have a firearm, brothers and sisters. Because maybe that one was unstable too.
I have made a sent to me.
Or maybe he finished work and he had to put on his thing. He can't just go and walk around the street with that. People might just take that on you, especially if you're not sober. No, brothers and sisters, I don't know if the police officer is sober or not, or you going under some stress or something. I don't know the case. But if you have to go and drink a little juice, I think you should, you know, not be in uniform, you know. Sometimes that can be to your detriment right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, talking about the detriment, and I mentioned this sometime back, brothers and sisters, on the merit of what Mia Motley addressed to not other than Dr. Thompson Fontaine. This is the actual letter right there. Now, you guys can read it for yourself, but we're going to be focusing on the third paragraph, brothers and sisters, which was very interesting. Actually mentioned it. Some of you believe it's joke I making. Well, this is what she actually stated right there. CARICOM fully subscribes to its Charter of Civil Society, which outlines the rights and responsibility of CARICOM citizens, not just Dominica citizens, but CARICOM on a whole right there. Now, I mentioned on the basis of not just CARICOM, why people have the right to protest. This is on a global scale, and this is why the Constitution was made for the rights of certain people based on a global level right there, which of course does not indicate that anybody need to go out and get permission from no police to go and protest. They can peacefully protest on the merit right there. It's also an interesting thing that they actually utilize, and somebody pointed this out to me. Mystelics, they use the Riot Act. Now, brothers and sisters, correct me if I'm wrong. Rioting involves a lot of things that would not taking place in the situation. The reason why things escalated was because the police came, and I told you guys the police was wrong. They were unconstitutionally putting the barricades up. Unconstitutional, 100% right there. Now, on the merit of riot, where people are causing ruckus and doing things, that is a different story compared. So you cannot invoke the Riot Act on something where people are doing peacefully. I mean, come on. That is absolutely foolish right there. So they invoke the Riot Act on something when there's no riot taking place. Very interesting times I believe in. Anyways, brothers and sisters, this includes the right to assemble, to demonstrate peacefully, which people had intentions, and to draw up and present petitions. Yes. subject to such restrictions as may be imposed by national law in the public interest and which are reasonably justifiable in a free and democratic society. So she's saying this. She agrees that this has to happen. The problem here is the last sentence that we're about to read. It is understood that the protests planned for March 19, 2025 did not receive the necessary permission as required by the police of the Commonwealth of Dominica. There's no permission needed. Remember, the Constitution guides that if you were to obstruct other people's rights on the merit of saying you have to block the road for you to have your protest, which it can happen as well, brothers and sisters, you then need to seek permission to block the road. But if you're having a peaceful protest without actually hindering people passing up and down, then what it should be had is the very peaceful protest, and therefore police should not bring up no sort of barricade and therefore using tear gas on people. The police wrong. They're wrong. What? There is no 99% wrong, no 100% wrong in that regard right there. And Mia Motley, when you wrote that statement, you should have known better. Very disappointed in somebody who I think is a front runner when it comes down to Caribbean leaders. And this is what you make in claim. First of all, I totally disagree with you on your sentiment of climate change. That is absolutely irrevocable rubbish that you're speaking right there. I mean, come on. This, of course, is whole agenda based for people to try to get more money out of the people and stuff, for them to do their own agendas. Remember what is happening with the US? That's all. Let me even get in that right there. But of course, as indicated in the last line of paragraph 3, she indicated that there was apparently no necessary permissions that was gotten as required by the police. No, you don't need no permission as a result of the very Constitution. Ask Mia Motley in which Constitution she sees that, where you need to get permission from police to protest, peacefully protest. You're not blocking out the road, nothing of the sort. Most likely people will be on the side with the placards and stuff and the chanting or whatever. That is the people's right to do so. Therefore, the police have no right to block out the place. And as a result of that, I mean, you have to understand. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I told you guys I was going to actually react to this yesterday. But now I'm getting the chance to actually react to her video right there. Felicia Charles. And of course, this is what she had to say when it comes down to the situation right there. I think she includes some comedic stuff, but I think we can learn from it. You know, sometimes I tend to include some comedic stuff in my own stuff as well, so people can learn. The young, the old, the middle, the in between, whatever, brothers and sisters. We can always learn from the stuff right there. Anyways, let's take a listen to what she has to say.
Hello, it's me again, all up in your phone. Take my keys out, guys.
You hurt yourself, man, when you give that keys. Hey, all right then.
Don't be when I do my eyebrows when I tell you we are not protesting properly. You understand? Because number one, not only is protesting not illegal, just so you know, this is the global legal rights of every citizen of every country.
That's what I was talking about right there. It is global legal right. Global. Not CARICOM only. Global, brothers and sisters. The global legal right of every citizen of the world. Right there. They have the right to peacefully protest. And of course, based on the Constitution that is written, you don't need no permission. Why would you need permission from the people that's serving you? The police are the servants of the people, and they are guided by the Constitution. How then can they decide that you need permission from the servants for you to go and protest what is taking place when you do not agree, especially on things that will affect you? Make that make sense to me. I mean, even if you don't think properly, well, you have to think properly for that one. But even if you don't know the Constitution, logic will tell you. Logic, simple logic. Anyways, let's continue.
So in case you are confused, it literally cannot be illegal.
Facts.
Because it was established to ensure that if the people have a problem, the people get results.
Facts. Say that again.
Because it was established to ensure that if the people have a problem, the people get results. So let's just start there. But we're not doing it correctly.
Oh, how come?
Because the goal with protesting is to get results.
That's true.
The thing is,
how can we get results?
what you're doing in the streets, anybody could do that. We need to start thinking. Come with me while I do my eyebrows. Okay. Guys, the goal here is sexy girls.
Okay. So, we need to bring sexy girls. Now, brothers and sisters, I know a lot of people have defined that word and not necessarily reflecting what the actual meaning of it is. Because you cannot say you come in a tight outfit and your outfit cannot fit you. Your skin actually protruding, trying to tear the clothes. Anyways, let's continue.
You understand? If you have a bottom, you should be recruited for the revolution efforts. You understand? Why? You may ask. I'll tell you. The thing is, what do ministers like more than they like wrong? Sexy girls. Thank
You're right. Not just girls, sexy. It's true.
you see your
Light skin these. The lights, what is it? Shabbing.
seeing where I'm going with this. You understand?
Talk to us.
And the goal should be for sexy girls to engage in warfare with ministers. Not
Oh, you mean like the African female fighters? Those people there, the Wakanda forever.
what you think. Sometimes warfare can be so tough.
What?
You understand?
What?
Sometimes warfare can be so tough. You
What you just
understand?
said, but okay.
So what should you do?
Talk to
If
us.
you are a sexy girl, you are needed in the forefront of the battle. Here's how you'll fix
You think they'll tear gas the sexy girls now? Huh? You think? That's interesting.
that. You go up to a minister, you understand? He can't resist you. You're a sexy girl. He old. He want to feel he young. You've already won. You go up to this man. You slide up on him. You let him know how it is. You boom him in on.
That lady, that girl.
Answer to thief his wallet when he does not have his ID. You understand? When he don't have to go and work to pay, you can now use his ID for fraud. And if they are involved in fraud,
It wouldn't matter.
if they're more concerned about the fraud that they are involved in, that you can involve them in, of course, with their identification.
They're in fraud already, so even if you put them in more fraud, that should be a normal thing.
What they will be doing, you know, of the mighty balls, you understand? Because sexy girls is the problem, sexy girls is the problem. And the answer, we've been all saying that the girls are using their body for the things, and it's okay.
We already heard that you would have there are ministers of government that tend to want to use women for in exchange for certain favors. I've met a few women that have told me this. They went to parliament, they went to the ministers of government or whatever for them to ask them to do certain things, and then the ministers would then ask them, so what you giving me in return? Brothers and sisters, these are the people. You see, it comes back down to the servants who have bold face. The servants are telling the masters that what you give me in turn for you to get the favors from me. What are you giving me? Are you giving me your body? Are you giving me a little sexiness? And so, okay.
Use your body for the things, but use your body correctly, guys.
Please don't use your body. Don't use it. Have some integrity. You're not like the ministers that have no integrity at all. They're selling themselves out for a few dollars. Come on.
Correctly. The next step in the revolution effort is for sexy girls to now go with ministers,
Go with them. That is sort of a strategy, brothers and sisters. One of the things, especially in the real world, let's put it in the real world, one of the things that people like to do, especially promoting certain things. Sometimes you might, for example, a car. Sometimes when they're promoting a car, you see girls, looking scantily and stuff with these cars. And you would ask yourself, what are these girls doing with these cars? What? But it's kind of psychological, because when you see the cars, you want the car, and then you see the sexy girls, it looks like the car brings sexy girls. That's what it looks like. So some foolish men might just go and buy cars. Well, then again, not necessarily foolish, because it actually works. It works. I have some friends in California, brothers and sisters. They're average people, but we have other friends that have a lot of wealth, and they use their friend stuff, and they go out there and they get the girl. They get them. They get them, brothers and sisters. I've seen this happen time over time again. So it works, brothers and sisters. So I guess because it works, I guess what she's saying actually makes sense. Get the sexy girls. What ministers? Bro, that's crazy right there. It kicks off everyone's sisters, so don't take it too serious. Take the first part serious, not the rest.
So to expose them. It's not because their wives will care. No, but when your Instagram have him and make them do shameful things, because again, you're sexy, they're not. Men will do anything for a thought.
Yes, some foolish men will do this stupidness. Foolish men.
You understand? Use what you have against them. Tell him to back like a dog while he naked, you understand?
And film it. Isn't that what's going on in Epstein Island now? Mind me. YouTube, mind me, please. All right.
Tell him to jiggle his stomach and scream, I hate him.
Mr. Ugly.
You understand? Put them in problems. Sexy girls band together to the front.
I agree.
Use these sexiness that Dominica has given you.
Because we try everything else. You try the normal court system. People say, oh, we need to fight. I don't think we need to fight at all. Maybe we need to use other means of getting them. And if they falter, because that's what they tend to do, especially you remember the whole situation involving Diddy. Brothers and sisters, I don't know, YouTube will make me say that name. But with that guy right there, brothers and sisters, and he was recording people and all those kind of things there, and then blackmailing them to do their bidding. There's the same things that's happening on the island, I just mentioned a while ago. With the ministers, a lot of ministers, especially, when I say ministers, I'm talking about the United States, all these people there, even the royal family as well, they have damning evidence of them. So it's very interesting when you know what is happening when they're doing illegal things around the world.
From walking all those signs to them, like, you understand? Walking up and down ministry steps for foolishness. You see, you understand? Put your foot on your neck and tell them you own them, and they'll say, yes, mistress.
That kind of thing.
How do you want us? Record it and put it outside. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess that's doing it.
Even the sexy gay partners, all you know, they like all you too.
No.
They don't care because they are what? Buggerers.
Well, it have this anti-man. I've been hearing a number of persons tell me that the Prime Minister might be involved in certain things. I don't know if it's true or not, but, you know, sometimes when you have a level of power, certain things just happen to you and, you know, I don't know. Hey, brothers and sisters, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Have to bugger the system, so they'll bugger about on. Let's not lie to ourselves. It has to start somewhere. You cannot just bugger a system without buggering at least.
But
so,
what is wrong with that girl, boy?
all you have to do, stop thinking about whether it's wrong or right. Use it to your advantage. I'm not saying put yourself.
Do anti-man, change your dot. My advice for anti-man, stop your dirty ways, you know? Stop your irrevocable nasty ways, man. You to bind me, please.
In the frame, don't put yourself in. Never out yourself and have yourself one side for ministers. Never that. Use it against them.
But yeah, I understand the sexy girls' business. Because they're anyways.
Don't let them use you for $500 for scholarship that doesn't pay. We're not doing that, guys. You understand? No, I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying if
it's a strategy.
You have a revolution effort, you should do it right. And I'm going to finish my one eyebrow and do with that information.
But you hardly have eyebrow. What you say?
What you will?
Can't kill magic, you know. She kicks off on whatever, brothers and sisters. But you know, sometimes you have to try your best to see what else measures you can use. What else measures, brothers and sisters? I understand that sometimes the people feel defeated. Yeah. What are your thoughts on what you have to say right there, brothers and sisters? What are your thoughts right there? But really and truly, brothers and sisters, I think we need to actually look at what is taking place. And I think the ministers out there, the government officials, Mia Motley, you need to know. You just don't know. You just don't know at all. And the tourist individuals, be careful out there. And please, brothers and sisters, the garbage trucks, we need the alas. One garbage truck it have we, and that is what happened in there. That is what? Huh? That person must have been mad and vexed, man. Yeah, I don't get paid. I throw in the garbage truck in the sea. I don't know, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. This is all I have for this Saturday edition. Thanks for tuning in to yet another Vibrations. Of course, check the link in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And with that said right there, be real. Don't forget to click subscribe, brothers and sisters, so you can get more vibrations as they do definitely tend to come through right there. And of course, click the thumbs up button for me and leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. I would appreciate out there right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, be real. Salute the king always. Be positive.